Why? I want the mat. So small. Give me some. My feet is cold.
Hello and welcome to 茶半生 CC episode
6. Rokuda.
Rokuda is what?
It's 6. It's 6.
Oh, Rokuda. Okay, six episodes released every 2 to 3 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Okay. 12 weeks. This has been going on for 3 months.
Wow. So annoying. If you're watching the YouTube video, then you'll see that Dia just tried to high five me, but then like so down.
Yeah, no, I changed my mind. So, we've been doing this for 3 months. So we should give each other a pat on each other's backs. Well done, Carrie.
A pat.
Yeah.
That was a slap.
No, it was a pat. You want to
Okay,
try a
I'll
slap?
show you as a pat.
Okay.
How's it?
It's great. This is the 力度 that I want my masseuse to give me.
Whatever.
But seriously, I mean, 3 months. Thank you for following us on this journey that we just started on
Yeah.
for 3 months.
Yeah.
If you're still listening, if you're listening to it alone, give yourself a pat on the back. If you're listening to this podcast with your friends, give your friend a pat on the back. Yeah.
Yay. 我们真的是 our expectation for ourselves
Super
is so low that like just 6 episodes we're so happy.
Okay, but today's episode, which song have we chosen?
Yes, we have chosen 别走远了。
走远了，小时候常听到的一句话，叮咛着呼唤着我该回
Yeah.
This song is so nice.
Every
song
nice.
It's true. 不 nice 为什么我要放出去 right? Yeah.
This song was unexpectedly nice, I feel. Okay, okay. How should I say this?
Actually, every song we also unexpected, right?
Yeah, because our expectations of ourselves very low.
Yeah, we kind of think like, 怎么会写出这样的歌呢？这么好听，
哇，感谢主。
呀，真的。
别走远了 was a song we wrote for Changi Airport.
Yes.
And it came,
谢谢Changi.
the request for this came at the perfect time.
Yes.
It came during the time when we had just embarked on the Jackie Chong Classic World Tour. We were already away for a month from home. We were doing rehearsals with the band. Then we had to fly to do rehearsals with the orchestra and then the man himself.
Yeah.
So we were away for an extended period of time for 梦想. And I remember writing this song during one of the practices.
Huh?
Yes.
One of the rehearsals?
Yeah, in Hong Kong.
Oh, yeah.
I picked up, I think
Yeah,
one
you
of
picked up
the...
someone's guitar.
I think it was
Yvonne?
Gary's guitar actually.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Gary also played.
Gary brought an acoustic.
Yeah.
And so I
he
picked up...
was the third guitar.
Yeah, so I picked up the acoustic and I started to play some chords and I had this melody and it was already like, I'm coming home. Yeah, and I remember when you heard it, you were like, how this one can.
Yeah.
Which is already the fastest ever
Yeah.
that a song came out
And
was approved by senior singer.
not approved lor. It's more like a song came out and you let me hear it. Normally it's like you hide it, let it like ferment.
Yeah, before I decide that yes, it's
It's
ready
good
to
enough.
see
Yeah.
the senior singer.
Yes.
Hey, did someone turn off the aircon?
Yes leh.
It's not on.
I think you turned it off instead of. Yeah. No wonder I was like so hot.
It was getting hotter.
It's red leh.
Okay.
Oh, okay,
can.
okay,
Just
okay.
now it wasn't. Just now there was no light. Yeah. Okay. Back to the song.
Okay.
That when we wrote it, we were away from home,
Yes.
and I think for this song, melody came out quite quickly. But I think it was the lyrics that 真的是很揪心.
揪心.
Yeah, every 每一字每一句.
Yeah, 我是觉得写得很好.
Yeah. You want to share a little bit more about your inspiration?
I wrote it when we were on tour, definitely. But it wasn't a rehearsal period. It was, I remember we were in Chongqing. We were doing that stretch. That first city was Beijing. After Beijing, we did Chongqing. And we didn't go home. Like, we went straight to Chongqing, right?
Oh, that was the one that we almost missed the flight.
Yes. No, we didn't almost miss the
We
flight.
missed
we
the
missed
flight.
the flight. Okay. It was super embarrassing. And it was the first First flight. Oh my God, I can't believe we
First
did that.
flight as a group.
It's so bad.
And we were so worried we would get sacked.
So yeah, anyway, I wrote it when we were away as well. Actually, there was just a spark. You know, the 灵感 was this idea of like, you know, as a mama, 你带你的小孩出去, not just mama, of course, papa also, right? As parents or aunts, or when you take care of a kid and you bring the kid to a playground, for example, or wherever, and then they start running and you will say like, 不要跑这样远. You know, that was the beginning, that was the spark that started the lyrics for 别走远了. Yeah.
Like we always tell them, don't go so far, you stay within this room.
Yeah. So this idea of like parents and their children or, you know, loved ones, that我们是联系着的.
Yep.
That is almost like a rope or a string that is connecting people. Yeah, and love keeps us near. Yeah, but as people who are far away, overseas, what does that feel like? And I think that was something that we were experiencing.
Yeah.
That's why it was easy to write. Actually, I think the lyrics came out pretty quickly as well. Yeah, once I had the concept of like 别走远了.
And it fit in the melody very nicely.
Yeah.
别走远了，
小时候常听到的一句话，叮咛着呼唤着我该回家。I really like the pre-chorus.
勇
勇敢太久了，走得远了，开始忘了流浪为了什么。Yeah, the whole idea of like, most of the time you leave home to go overseas is to 追求 a certain life, 追求 a certain 梦想. But like when we were out there, like of course for us it's more of 赚钱, right?
Yeah.
And then sometimes you wake up and you're like, where am I? Like, I don't even know which city I'm in anymore. And
what am I doing this for?
yeah, correct. Yeah.
I think
it's very tiring to be away from loved ones.
As kids, right? I mean, we're all children in a sense because we all have parents, dad and mom, and or like just family. Could be your loved one, other half. For dreams, for aspirations, we always want why. Grass always greener on the other side one.
Yeah.
Like the opportunities always seem better. The weather in another country is always nicer. You know, the clouds always more blue, the sun rays always more
always
golden.
complain Singapore very hot, right? I
Yeah.
also complain Singapore very hot, but 原来北京hotter.
So we will always go far to try and achieve all these goals. But then when we were overseas, 真的是很想家. The simple things.
是
Like even just 一通电话
Yeah.
and asking if you've eaten or what you ate today. Like small little things like that.
Yeah.
Hit home for us.
Yeah.
And I think whenever... Okay, 别走远了 was like my favorite song for a very long time.
Yeah.
For a long time, people like to ask like, so what's your favorite song? You know, Shabashang, what's your favorite song and all that? And I always say I don't have a favorite song.
Yes, it was
But
hard for...
After
yeah.
别走远了 came out, I had a favorite song.
Yeah.
This was the favorite song.
Yeah.
I would listen to it on loop
Yes.
when I'm home
Yeah.
or like even when I'm overseas. There was something so befitting of the journey that I feel like I've been on for a very, very long time. Because you know my mom, right? She's like conservative tuition, Chinese tuition teacher.
Yeah, then 嘴巴很硬的.
Like me, like 你要想一想你的未来. Like being a singer is just a no for her one. It worries her because my future is so uncertain.
Yeah.
I don't have savings.
Yeah.
I got no CPF, right?
You
Self-employed.
have savings lah. You just don't let your mother know, right?
No. It's not enough.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah,
Continue.
but to her it will never be enough also, right? Because
Yeah,
not
yeah.
enough to buy a house or what, ma.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but so for me as a singer, it took a long period of sticking to what I want to do before my mom, I feel, softened her approach.
Yeah.
I don't think she has accepted it. I think that she has changed her approach towards it.
Yeah.
And she has seen that this is not something frivolous.
Yes.
It's not a 儿戏 for us.
对
Yeah,
对
we've really kept to it.
Yes.
And we have sacrificed and we
Yes.
worked hard. So I think she also 看在眼里.
Yes.
So she supports in whatever
Actually,
way
I
she
think
can.
her 专列点是放不下的，或者
I think it was Jackie Chong.
No, I think 放不下火车过后, right? Because it's about your grandma, right? Like actually we wrote that song for like my cousin and then your grandma who passed away. And I think that softened her.
I don't know leh.
I talked to her
Really?
before.
Oh, is
about
it?
Yeah. Yeah, so it's quite interesting.
Don't make me cry.
Okay.
Thought about my grandma and cry already.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah. So when I think the 转捩点 for me as a dreamer was 2012 when we went to Taiwan and we stayed there for 2 months and we did our own 宣传, right?
Yeah.
And then I remembered being very 纠结 about whether or not to take this step and go overseas for 2 months on our own savings.
Yeah.
I remember you were like, if not now, then when?
Yeah.
You were really sure that this is what we needed to do.
Yeah.
And I was worried about my mother's health.
Yeah.
Because my mom always makes it sound like, if I do something, then she will 心脏病爆发 that kind. So
Damn drama.
yeah, so it's like whenever I sing like this song, right? Like 再给我一些时间，再给我一个夏天，再给我一个冬天。
冬天 Yeah.
当夜落下，回到你身边。
Yeah.
I always feel that whatever I was doing, I was, in a way, I wanted to be someone who give my mom some kind of 保障 and let her know that I'll come back. 我会回来的，但是我需要你给我这一点时间。
Yes.
And I think this was very beautifully carried. This emotion and this message was very beautifully carried in 别走远了. That every time I sing that, right, I always 哽咽。That part for me.
真的写得好好哦。
Yeah. 再给我一些时间 and
to 任性 to 做 something to make something out of it and maybe one day I will 凯旋归来
yes.
You know like 还不够我还做得不够好 I cannot come back yet 这样
真的 because that was 2012 right
Yeah.
but then now it's 2023 leh and I still feel that way like I still feel this
再给我一个夏天
他已经看我们行走这个江湖like about 10年了 and at some point now she's changed her approach but now it's a bit like
哎呀那我 resign to
还要
fate
唱多久 like 你可以唱多久 right
Yeah.
and I'm still going like 再给我一个夏天呢 because
Yeah,
还是觉得 there's still more to do
Yes
right
Yeah
dream is still alive
Yes So in a way like for you I guess the 别走远了 is not just physical space but rather her expectation of you right? Like you feel like you're far away from her expectation, right? And you need some time to meet that expectation. Oh my God.
I need some time to meet my expectation. It's almost like I need to meet my expectation of what I want to do.
Yes.
And then maybe at some point 我厌倦了我就回来 meet 你的 expectations. Maybe it's like this, I'm not sure.
No, I think if you can meet your own expectation, then you can face up to her expectation.
Actually, what's her expectation? She just wants me to be healthy, financially stable.
没有最好笑是他很喜欢讲来你跟我好好的去打份工啦哈 9 to 5朝9晚5哈一个 regular stable income 哈去 office 做工比较好这样因为我那天我就跟他讲 Auntie 你都没有在 office 做工过你哪里懂好
What did she say?
She laughed
Only Carrie can say these things and get away with it.
She just like
cannot 反驳 right?
Yeah, she got nothing right to say. Yeah. And then your father, everybody laugh. It's like, oh my God, so true. Like, you 都没有去 office 做工。
为什么你要你的女儿去 office 做工？
为什么你年年要人家去 office 做工 Yeah. 很好笑。
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then for you,
I
leh?
won again. Huh?
For you, 别走远了 which is the part? I mean, I know 整首歌的歌是你写的啦 but
Wow,
is
which
there a
is the
part that when you
part?
sing? Actually, you sing at the concert.
Aiyo, cannot lah. The
Already
whole
cry
song lah.
already.
Where got which part? 整首咯。
2020年 right?
2021
年
2021年华裔的时候
that escalated quickly.
Yes.
来不及换衣
Yes.
你唱别走远了
真的
第一句
哇很
你就唱不下去
难啊
了 We had to stop and redo it.
Yeah, because that was when COVID hit and then like I hadn't seen my family for 3 years, 2 3 years,
And they couldn't come and watch
and
the
they
concert.
also for the first time ever, my parents couldn't come out and see watch my concert.
I give you a context, okay? Ever since 插班生 even before 插班生出道 when Carrie and I have a performance, right? Her parents, her family will always make it a point to come out from Johor to watch our performance. And they will always be in the front row. And the cutest thing is sometimes the dad and mom, right, will wear the same
情侣装啊。
情侣装. And then from them far away, 你就看到他们在放闪了.
没有嘞，你记得我们去our first year 我们在哪里啊 I can't remember 我们宣传还是什么的 My mom made like her staff make like cards for us like 插班生
I don't remember that
Yes I got pictures Yeah it was like some shopping mall 的楼上 like a 那种户外 event space 这样的有点像 like Junction 8那种户外 space But it was not I think it was IMM
It's not 签唱会的
No not the Bugis one The Bugis one 他还没有做好 or something But there was like another one There was like a jam one or something Then I remember Su Liao also were holding
Is it
the
Vivo
bun.
City or something?
I can't remember
Okay
Yeah I can't remember but that's the Yeah maybe Vivo That's the extent of like support lah that my parents actually give Not that they fully think like wow so good to be 明星 or
No They just
they
very
totally don't
supportive.
In fact when I first joined Superstar My mother threw a pen at me
Only a pen? How big is the pen?
But 他是那个尖的把到我嘞 It's not even like 旁边的 or like 他随便丢他真的是 like arrow 这样 shoot at me
是不是个 G-Tech 0.3
哇 it was 有个洞then 我就 what the hell But I was quite sure already lah to pursue Superstar right I thought like whatever you say I'm still going to do it lah So okay So she was quite unhappy with me 她讲你以为你是孙燕姿啊 Then I'm like yeah of course I don't think I'm 孙燕姿 lah But like how many 孙燕姿 can there be right Anyway
Happy birthday 孙燕姿
So clearly we recorded this episode on 孙燕姿 birthday Yay! Sunshine
感觉对了就要出发
跟我自己的步伐 Yes very apt Because 那个时候我就是觉得 Okay this is what I want to do So And at that point I was 26 I was like hey if I don't do this now Then 就
when?
too late 了 Like it's too late to 出道 already So just
It's
like
too late to 出道
So I'm like okay I'll just go for it Anyway but ever since then Even Superstar right My parents are always there
Yes
They are like front row Even if they disagree with what I'm doing Even if they worry about what I'm doing I just love
In
I
fact
just love that they are always there
Your dad is our media watch And after every single performance He will always give us his feedback I remember the first 2 years He would say 大姐你讲话哦
Oh is it?
Yeah
I don't remember that leh What did he say?
你每次 like I remember he said one thing was that like 你为什么每次 like 插嘴 or something one
Oh like interrupt you
Yes,
is it?
yes.
Oh my god he said that
Yeah he got say that
Did I? Your face
Now different already Now the way we banter and all is a different pace As compared to when we first started
Yeah but he had a lot of feedback But he's so cute When we first released 人生实验课 right And then he was like he 24/7 had a earphone in his ear because he's listening to 933 24/7 Even when he's sleeping right 他都会 like 放在那边
Yeah and 那个专辑我们人生实验课那张专辑被他 like 播到乱
Yeah
播
and
到
then,
烂
so every time why was he listening to it 24/7 It's so that whenever it's played right he will announce and let us know that it's played Yeah 他就会讲哇很好哦933每次有播很好这样咯 And then 播什么歌 And he will just tell us
what they say what the DJ say
Yeah.
So for your parents your family to not be around 2021
Yes
that was first time in a long time
Yeah especially such a big show like to us like it was quite a big deal for us to get to perform in concert hall so Esplanade concert hall so something was missing so we did 2 shows the first show 别走远了 like I didn't even expect that wave to hit me as well I thought it would be like 小动作 or something because 小动作 is literally written about them right
Yeah
so when we started singing then like oh my god totally cannot leh
Totally cannot
我第一句而已别走
鼻酸 It was
Like-
鼻酸 was like 别走
like just 没有了 then 没有声音了Yeah
I think
But of course, this song was actually written. It was inspired, of course, inspired by our parents also lah.
Yeah.
Like, 天气好吗？电话中传来的一句问候，是我最
爱听到
的
的
一句话。哦，每次都自己的歌词不在想。But anyway, like my sister when she was overseas, my dad used to always call and like, oh, so
天气好吗？
how's the weather? You know, like my sister is like, 哇，
闲聊
每天打来都是问我 weather, but 他就是尴尬，不知道聊什么就聊 weather 咯。For my dad, like I guess you know he's still a typical father 的样子 right? So when he calls my sis overseas, because my sis was studying in the States for like 2-3 years. Yeah, so 他就很想打给他 miss 吗？
想听一听那个声音，可是没有什么东西
just to make sure that there's nothing to say. So more of like, oh, how's the weather? 冷吗？今天冷吗？今天热吗？And my sister's like, oh my gosh, 跟我 complain 哎呀，他只会跟我聊 weather. But it's of course she also said endearingly.
Yes.
Yeah, it's so that's where the lyrics came from. Then yeah, so this song is so personal, and I think like there are many things in our lives, but I think parents to us is a huge thing. Like our family is huge, and so they inspire a lot of our songs.
身上的一大块肉
Yeah.
that you carry everywhere.
Yeah. So speaking of carrying everywhere, let's talk about tour life.
Talk about tour life now. Like, okay.
Yeah, 我们就讲说 like 别走远了 then we can talk about.
Okay.
I think it's quite interesting.
What do we carry
probably
around
to-
with us on our tour life?
Exactly.
So many things.
Yeah,
my
I think it's
goodness.
very interesting for maybe people who don't know, like, what is it like to tour with like JJ and Jackie and like being on the road, so called. Like I think in the States, right?
No, I
they
think
literally
what
go
I can
from
share is what is it like to tour with Carrie?
what?
Like I'm spending 24/7 with you.
No, it's not about JJ or Jackie, but rather the whole idea of life on the road.
On the road, okay.
Yeah, because like in the States, for example, they really literally go on the. They literally go on.
Carrie
the
and
road.
her digestive system is at work.
No, it's coffee.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not the food. Yeah.
Yeah.
So so I think people are always curious about life on the road in terms of like 可能有点像那个样子. They always think that we are overseas all the time, like we don't come back. But actually we do. We are not like the American bands. We don't go from one city straight to another city and then sing, right? All the shows are always weekend, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then we will come back to Singapore.
I think people know
on
that leh.
Mondays.
I think it's because you watch so much American stuff that
And then
you think that on the road is like all the time. Because I don't think that way.
no, they people.
But I know that they're on the road. Like Justin Bieber, if he has a
No, as
concert,
in like-
is one bus, right?
When I tell people, like friends do ask me that. That's why I think like, oh, they really don't know what tour life is like. Yeah, for us.
So actually, tour life is quite slack.
But yet hectic.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a way like, okay, like 可能 one day is 飞行日.
Yes.
Yeah, the day of like flying, right? It's like you don't do anything on, you just fly.
I
But-
just keep eating. I put on so much weight during the first month of starting touring.
Yeah.
Because you get to the airport, you eat. Go to
Yeah.
the lounge, you eat.
So the life is eating. Eat. So it's like early in the morning you wake up, right? And then you go to the airport. You eat.
Yep.
At the lounge. Then
And
你一上飞机 you
You
eat.
eat.
Then
Before 你下飞机，
他
you
又在
still-
feed 你，
再吃
你又在吃。Then 你下飞机去到 hotel，哎，怎样？吃 dinner? Okay, you eat again. Yeah, so there was like the flying day is always like very weird lah. Like because on flying is actually tiring. Even
Yes,
though you're
even though
just
you're not doing
sitting
anything.
there. It's
Yeah.
a very weird thing.
Everybody understands. Because everyone has gone on a holiday, taken a flight somewhere. Flying is always
Yeah.
the weirdest. It's
No,
like
but-
you lost time, but you have no choice.
But you know, before I started touring, right, I enjoy flying because like it's this like hopeful thing, right? You're going overseas,
Excitement
and then
lah.
it's exciting, and then you look forward to the plane meal, like 哇，今天吃什么啊? Do you remember the exciting feeling, like 哇，上飞机 then 我要看什么戏啊? Like what's on the entertainment, what movie is available? Then you're like 哇 excitedly 哇. But I tell you, after you start touring, right, you just stare. You just stare at the 远方 and you're just like you just 眼神死. I don't even watch anything anymore. I don't even eat sometimes.
You never watch anything, meh?
Sometimes I don't watch anything. No, during the Jackie tour, right, it's really 闲到 hor. Like I just stare into space.
Because you had nothing else to watch. Because you finished watching everything.
Yeah, because we
Right.
tour so much.
Because she finished watching everything, guys.
No, and also because like the entertainment TV is too small.
That's why you had the iPad. You were
Yeah.
watching your iPad, ma.
yeah.
I remember watching Modern Family. Me and Sean just
Oh,
like
yeah, I
watching
will.
in
Yeah,
silence.
the two of you just sit by my side, my left and right, and then
Yeah.
watch my
And then
iPad.
we read subtitles also, we will laugh.
Oh my god! And then we usually tour with people, right? Like Sean, James, and then like you expect like people we will be sitting together, but actually we're just scattered everywhere. Everyone just
Yeah.
want our seats. so that we can go to the toilet.
Yes.
So that we can go to the toilet comfortably. We can like stretch our legs whenever like it's really cannot tahan already. Like it's not fun, man.
But no regrets though. I mean, I really enjoyed. I enjoyed a lot of things.
Yeah.
Most of it, I suppose, was seeing new things, new environments.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed going to places that I myself might not be able to fork out the money to go
but
to.
do you remember like actually we whenever we go there at like the flying day is already so tiring. Then usually next day we soundcheck then show already ma.
No time to
There's
sightsee.
no time to sightsee. Like
Yeah.
I really want to like we went to Beijing and I'm like, hey, let's go to Wanli Sanchen. It's really very fun. And she's like, no, I'm very tired. Cannot.
No, but you see, the thing is, we are singers. We need to get sleep. The moment
Yes.
we don't have enough sleep, our vocal cords suffer.
Yeah.
So while maybe the other musicians, they can arrive, let's say, 1 a.m. the night before, but 8 a.m. they'll be up and they'll go out for something. They'll go and check out something, take a 1 hour car ride out, do a hike, whatever.
Yeah.
We cannot do that because we have to make sure we get enough sleep
Yeah.
in order to be ready for show day.
Yeah.
So we ended up not being able to sightsee much for quite a bit of the China cities, I would say. Because the
Yeah.
China cities were the most hectic.
Only I
Australia or whatever,
Guilin.
there's extra days one.
Only Guilin. I think Guilin I went. I went with Jimmy and Nikki.
Okay.
Then you
I don't think
you slept.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was really beautiful. Like the hiking was
Yeah.
yeah.
So but being able to, okay, I think maybe for me lah, no matter how I try to wring myself out of it, right, it was great because I had you.
Aww.
Like
It's
it's
true,
always
it's
a
true,
blessing.
it's
'Cause
true.
when
No,
you,
I
when
think
you join
it
a
would-
big tour,
It would have been so different without you.
yeah,
Yeah.
with a big tour, the way it is that they want to save money, right? So they won't really give you your own room.
Correct.
You always have to co-share. You
yes,
share with
you
someone
always
else.
have to share. Yeah.
But then we are blessed because we know each other for so long.
Yeah.
So when
We used to live together, right?
Yeah,
So,
so
it's easy.
it
in terms
felt
of,
quite natural.
yeah.
And then there's always someone that you have to have a meal with, or like someone that you
Yeah.
can go back to.
Yeah.
So you
if
were
you
like
don't
my
get,
home.
if you don't get along with your roommate, right?
Then you jialat.
That's it, man.
Wah.
There were such cases,
Yes.
yeah, for sure. Then they were just like, wow,
Yeah.
I really hate the leh. Because if you don't like someone and like it's always that small little things that like get like gets that get to you, and it's like small like small annoyance, right? But all these small annoyances are damn big one when you spend 24/7 with
Yeah.
someone.
For example, I give you an example. Snoring.
Oh man.
Can you imagine you're sharing a room with someone for 3 years and the person snores every night?
Yes, but that
But
person,
it's not that person's fault, right?
yeah, correct. The person 也不要的嘞.
Yeah.
Wow, the relationship hard, yeah.
Strains, yeah.
Yeah.
There's no solution to this, yeah.
No solution at all except 换 change roommate, no?
Also difficult other than like...
They should put like people who snore and people who snore together.
Yeah, so next time they should have a questionnaire, right? You know, you fill out a bit like 你生活习惯 and all,
Yes,
including do you snore?
What if I think I snore?
Because this is so important.
I think I don't snore.
I think the hardest thing, right, about touring, right, is always 人际关系.
It's people, yes.
People.
Definitely, yeah. And how to keep that 完美的距离 with people. Like how to make people feel loved. Because you do love them. But not to the point where they are like in your life. You know? It's to 保持 and also to give each other the space and privacy. Because when you're touring together, right, you're really together a lot. You're always surrounded by people. Right?
Actually, I think this also applies to a lot of people. Like now, today we're sharing about our tour life, which, as singers, as backing vocalists, our career choice is not so common, ma.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I also have heard of a lot of friends who go 出国公干, and then they will share room with colleagues. And then there are also a lot of small little stories.
Yeah, yeah.
Or even like holiday with friends.
Yeah.
And there's all these quirks
Yeah.
that you have to kind of like, firstly, you learn about these quirks only when you're in this situation.
Yes.
And then in that short few days, you have to decide, you got to pick your battles.
Yeah.
Right? How do I keep the peace?
Yeah.
How do I also raise it up so that it doesn't annoy me so much and we all get to keep our sanity? All these things are so difficult.
Yep.
It's towing the line.
Yeah. And on top of that, we have to also find balance in terms of like what we do, what we eat, and then how to optimize our performance. Right?
Yeah, still have to work, right?
Yeah.
So
it's
on one
still
hand,
a working trip.
you have to manage that distance, right? You have to keep that 完美的距离, but you also have to check yourself.
Yes.
See the mirror and think to yourself, does what I do on a normal basis, is it going to annoy my roommate also? You also have to think about that, ma. Yeah. I mean, even for us, it was the same thing.
Yeah,
Even though we say
like it was great, but like of course in the 2 year plus, like there were still moments when like, oh my god.
I think once a quarter there'll be one big fight. For me and you, it was also very bad.
Yeah, but what was
The
it?
intensity was so bad that it felt like a little bit reminiscent of 2012.
No, but what happened?
You messy ma, then the clothes all over the bathtub. Then I said,
you said like, oh, so now the bathtub is your wardrobe.
I said, wow, this is your walk-in wardrobe.
Oh my
Then
god.
you tilt it up. But honestly, I wasn't saying it with malice. I was saying like I was being sarcastic.
What but you think sarcasm is not like 没有 malice 的 meh?
Like truth with a bit of humor.
No.
But when I said it,
Walao.
literally it's like tick, tick, boom 这样欸。
but 你也是有放东西 on the bathtub
I guess 一个 T-shirt.
So I was like, 为什么他自己也是放 but 我放不可以嘞？
Yeah, okay. And it's 那种它是那
吵
种
again.
那个 bathtub it's a standalone one, so it's an oval shape.
Yeah, 放 all
It's not like the
over.
bathtub is built in, you know, and then here's wall. 3 sides is wall and then only one side to hang. No, it's oval. So she hang the entire thing.
But not like we use it, what?
Maybe I want to.
I think you wanted to use it.
No,
That's why you made that comment.
I don't necessarily use it, but I'm that kind. I would like toy with the idea that maybe I can use it.
Then
I also don't know
你的
lah.
maybe
I also don't know
how
lah.
to win 我的 definitely
And it was
want
just
to
a,
use
no,
it
no,
as
no,
a
no, no, no.
wardrobe.
It's got nothing to do with whether I want to use it or not.
Yeah, it was
Right?
just bad energy, man.
我拉低你的 energy 啊。
不是 it was just this bad energy, this Nanjing bad
It's Nanjing, right? Because I was actually really shocked leh.
I shocked by
When
my
you tilt it up,
reaction,
boom.
right?
Yeah.
My overreaction.
Yeah, I was like, 这个是月亮惹的祸吧，不是我吧？ Like even though
maybe the
I mean,
moon
even though
hor.
it might have been a bad joke, but it
No,
scared
but
me.
I always feel that you always coax out some things and then it will just come out as sarcasm. Actually, you mean it.
Of course, I mean, I told you already, it's truth with a bit of humor. Truth laced with humor.
Yeah, but it's just so annoying.
Why?
Yeah, I'd rather you just, actually, I'm thinking like I want to use the bathtub.
thinking-
How about 你不要挂在那边?
Wow.
Then I will just be like, oh, okay.
Can you
lor.
say that entire sentence again? Damn passive aggressive leh.
No, I'm thinking.
Hey, I was thinking, how about you? How about you don't?
I'm just wondering.
It's like so many words.
让我想一想
So it's how
It's always a how the delivery ma. Yeah, but of course, like I think like it's more of like, oh my god, 我也是看到这个人这样
I think that
for both of us.
I think that at every quarrel, right, the Chapachuan has ever had, right,
Yeah,
there will be different things that will keep the peace eventually.
yeah.
Okay, last time it was we still had one more show to do. 2012 we still had one more show to do, and then 你的 somehow 你讲出的一句，我讲几时解散，你说2年 then down, okay. We continue until now. Then some other
I
quarrels
always,
here and
actually, to be
there.
honest, I always very suspicious that like actually, is this true?
What?
Like this story that we keep telling
It's
about the
true.
2年.
That's what you said.
Like we say it so much that it's already my memory, but like sometimes I wonder like, did I really
I
say
still have a
2年?
very, very clear image of you. And then back then it was 10F, right?
10F, yeah.
10F,
I
white
was-
color
I
sheets,
know
everything,
white,
the
yeah,
bed sheets are
fluffy
white. Yeah,
sheets,
you're
yeah.
sitting on the thing, you've been in there for like a whole day and you
Whole
refuse to
morning.
come out of the room.
Yeah.
I've tried to come in, you know, like offer you the olive brunch, you want water, yeah, I buy coffee. Oh, I
Yeah.
bought you lunch from 7-Eleven, you come out eat that kind. 你都是 like 很
不要这样 right?
Yeah, you
硬
just
right?
like no need. But throughout the day and the morning, you were crying. You were sniffling on. 你就一直很你很伤心。
我会哭这样多的咩？
Yes, you
我没有
don't
这样多
normally
眼
do
泪
that.
的嘞。
Correct. Usually 是我在哭，
Yeah.
but 那个时候你哭，
哦
一直哭，and 你哭到很严重，and you don't want to come out.
Oh wow.
And then
来那个
that's when I yes. monster.
哇 slap you 啊！你再来。
都是子宫惹的祸。
Okay, anyway, yeah, going back to Nanjing.
So yeah, no, but what? So far we quarrel is always overseas.
It's when we see each other too much long.
Yeah. So that was Taipei,
Yeah.
right? And then
Then Nanjing,
and then
yeah.
we survived that. Then Nanjing one, Somehow
it wasn't
Nanjing one
that
was
bad
very
lah.
bad vibes. Nanjing one was not. It didn't make sense. It wasn't as. It wasn't as clear as the Taipei one. The Nanjing one just felt really, really negative.
Actually, sometimes it's just there are some things that bother you. Okay, let's just give an example. Okay, it's fictional example. Okay,
A friend of a friend told me.
No, so friend A and friend B say for example, friend A and friend B share room, right? And then maybe friend A has a habit of doing something. Okay, like snoring, for example. Okay. And then friend B is very annoyed with friend A, right? Then suddenly everything that friend A does 都不对的. Then friend B will start to pick on like walao 他走路 that kind. You know what I mean? Like, or something or like 哇他可以这样讲的咩？
已经不爽。
对，他已经是不爽 about something that he cannot. Friend B 其实不可以怪 friend A for snoring 的嘞，因为 friend A 没有办法。And the thing is, friend A already tried his best to like maybe using like the tape lah
on the nose,
or
okay.
like try to that means he's already trying his best to not snore.
Yep.
Right. So friend B 不可以生气 friend A 所以他就找别的东西来生气耶。Okay, that's too life.
这个东西，这个 friend A 跟 friend B, I don't know who to side, and 两个
不能的，
两个我都可
side
怜。
Understand? It's just understand. It's just 不可以咯，两个人不。So similarly, like maybe when I was angry with you for saying
I was
that,
snoring.
might not be snoring, might be but you don't snore, might be something else lah. It might, maybe I was actually unhappy with you
Accumulation
about
of
something
something
else
else.
that I cannot talk about. Oh, speaking of which, right?
Well, I thought you excitedly thought of something that you are unhappy about.
No. Speaking of this, right? I just watched Elemental last night. Okay, and Elemental 里面就 that the fire girl, right, Amber, she gets angry a lot, like, and she cannot control her temper. And the water boy, right? What's his name? I can't remember. Anyway, 男主角啦，okay， 男主角就跟他那个歌讲 right, your anger is because there's something that you want to tell yourself that you're not ready for.
Your anger is something that you want to tell yourself
okay.
that you're not ready for.
This is very important. Okay, I'm going to Google about this. It's very, very, very interesting.
Okay,
Cool.
Something that I want to tell myself that I am not ready for.
Anger. Yeah.
That in this case, if I'm angry that you're messy.
No. No, 可能 you are angry about something else.
So I am channeling it elsewhere.
Yes.
And it's coming out in anger.
Yes.
About something. 就是一个 outlet 而已.
And it might not come out. The real reason you're angry might not even come out.
Okay. Yes. That happens way too often.
Yeah.
Like when someone gets upset or bad tone or anything, nowadays we just say, are you okay? Right? Because we already know our friends, the people around us, we know that something is off. Like even for my mom, it's not because like I didn't clear the trash, for example, or it's not because my things are on the table. Because my things are on the table only for half an hour. Why are you picking on that now?
Yes.
Then I realize it's something else.
Yes.
That my mom has been unhappy with.
Yes.
And then is that hint and the clue for me to go and try and dig and say, 什么东西? Like what's happening?
Yeah. What are you really upset about? Right?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm looking at the
I
quotes.
thought very long already. I buy you a lot of time already. Still haven't find.
Yeah, I haven't found it. This article why so long? Oh, when I lose... Oh, so wait is the water guy. When I lose my temper, I think it's just me trying to tell myself something I'm not ready to hear. Yeah, so that's... Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was very interesting because you're just frustrated, right? But you're actually frustrated with yourself or with another person because I can't tell you this thing that is really on my mind, so I get angry about something else.
Okay. But there's no solution though.
No, but it's being just acknowledging that. Okay. When you are angry or when I'm angry or whoever is angry,
you realize
maybe you can take a step back and think like, okay, is there something else? Is this really what I'm angry about? Or is there something else that's bothering me that I'm not ready to hear?
Sometimes I feel very often in my life, if I'm angry, it's just because I'm hungry.
That's Bear. Well, I've never seen Bear angry ever, except when she was very, very hungry, and she was trying to come into my house to like 吃她的打包. Like she was just trying to eat her 打包 for a damn long time, and like she just can't get to her 打包.
Bear is Chaban Sheng's manager. Yeah. Very interesting character because you know, people have a lot of complicated thoughts or like, you know, 生活的一些东西会 like annoy you, right? But for Bear, it's always 有这样难吗？我只想吃一个 kaya toast 而已，有这样难吗？
Yeah,
For
she is
example,
super unconfrontational, super peace, but not when it comes to food.
when it comes to food, the moment her food plans get derailed, right? I tell you, she just feels like
cannot.
全世界对不起她。
Wow, cannot. Yeah, cannot. She just needs to get to her food. Yeah.
So
Do not stand in the way of Bear and her food.
I think for Carrie, it's also the same thing.
Actually, we're all a bit like
Very similar. When it like just now we were gonna record podcast, right? I can feel my energy 不在了，我就突然间觉得 I need to eat.
Oh,
I
刚才我
wouldn't
是
have been able to
yeah,
continue without food.
right. Yeah lah. That's why we are like, oh, you hungry? Okay, let's
Better go.
Yes. Okay. What are we talking about? Okay, so talking about food, right? Back to the tour life. We used to cook in the hotel.
Yes.
Oh, that was so fun.
Chaban Sheng cooking in the hotel series.
No.
Yes.
Chaban cooking in the hotel.
No,
series.
Chaban Sheng can cook. So can you? Wow, I tell you, you're so terrible at remembering these things. No, it's Chaban Sheng cooking in the hotel.
Yes. Chaban cooking in the hotel
series.
Yes, so she used to make like sandwiches. She would press it with iron.
Yes. So okay. If anyone is interested, right,
in this
is
recipe?
really simple. You just need to bring aluminium foil and this is important, baking paper, because when you iron the sandwich, right, you don't want the bread to stick to the aluminium oil. So you must have that baking paper between aluminium and your bread.
Oh,
Yeah. So what I used to do was I would bring gardenia bread, very simple, and then I'll bring rocket, right, salad. Because in China we do find that it's very hard to get fiber, to get vegetables.
Yeah.
他们的菜都是 either 小菜 So
wawa cai. They have a
yen-
lot of wawa cai, but wawa cai is bai cai, which is different from ting cai.
它
And we
是
need the
冷
ting
的
cai.
bad for your knees.
是不是冷凉？
凉 bad for your knees. Okay, and then if there's any 青菜, there's always a lot of freaking 辣椒油. Or you'll be like swimming in like an oily soup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we used to buy
We used to
vegetable.
make like for lunch we would make a simple sandwich.
Yes.
And then we would bring organic bok choy,
yeah,
and then we
baby
just
bok choy.
tang with hot water
Yeah, and because the two of us eat very, very 清淡, right?
when we want to.
Yeah, we quite enjoy lah. So when it's too oily or too heavy, like we a bit like 完蛋这样. Then so we started making our own food. We would even cook in the band room, which actually if you think about it, the visual is really just damn ridiculous because
two
like
girls take out
band
a pot.
room, yeah. So like the holding room, band room, right? It's usually like okay, say like this apartment tofu space, right? And then there will be like a long table.
Those kind of
in the middle.
foldable tables.
Yeah, a bit like, okay, imagine a meeting room, okay? Imagine, and then it's filled with people, right? And then suddenly one corner got people cooking. Yeah, we'll be cooking like grilled
But
salmon.
it's not like we 炒菜 also lah. We just take out a small hot plate.
Yeah.
And then the salmon I had already wrapped up
with
in
aluminium foil.
I already seasoned it with some olive oil that I took from the SQ lounge. And then some pepper and salt.
我
Right?
没有炒过菜。
有炒过菜 but it didn't work very well. Yeah.
No,
Then we add some
yeah.
butter also.
Yeah. So salmon was the perfect solution after searching for the right food to cook on
Yeah.
the road. Yeah,
And
I
then
think salmon was really
nutritious,
good. Yeah.
easy to bring,
Yes.
easy to cook.
Yeah.
Wow, the skin crispy one eh.
Yeah, and the 煮又半熟就好吃的嘛，
Yes,
对不对
yeah.
Then and then plus the bak choy. So like every show day, right, we would be eating salmon and
Bak choy.
Bak choy. And like when we go back to hotel, sometimes like I will buy like wonton mee from JB.
Yes.
And then I'll freeze it. And you freeze the food, right? And you bring it to like say in China, like 5-hour flight, right? It was just slowly thaw.
I hope
And then
no Chinese immigration is listening to our podcast.
yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, so and then plus 在半空中是冷的嘛, so
Yeah.
the baggage area is cold,
Cold.
right? So you keep it like fresh and cold, right? By the time I get to the hotel, right, wow, 碎.
Yeah, and you know what? This JB wanton mee, right?
哇，
This
它
阿彪
很好。
云吞面 right? 它是你吃 fresh 的时候它好吃 ，but 如果你再 keep 它 cook 它给它腌 给那个 flavor 进入它的
go into the
面，
noodles，
它垃圾好吃。
哇，
这
真的
跟福建面是一样的道理。
哇
我其实
，Hokkien 米有时候 same
Hokkien 米你不应该在 Hawker Center 吃，
真的不应该。
Nowadays, a lot of people say what this 小弟 Hokkien 米 don't know which one the best, right? The nicest. Whatever it is, right? I think the nicest Hokkien 米 is the
It's
one
the
that you
overnight Hokkien 米。
is the 隔夜 Hokkien 米。
Yes, yes. Actually, 碗汤米 is the same, you know. 隔夜的碗汤米也是很好吃。
But not all, because the 面 is very important. 有一些面
哦，
is
可
the
能会
eggy
暖掉
noodle.
is it?
阿彪的面它是 Q 的
Q 的，对对对，哇 I tell you that was so popular. We used to like buy packets and packets, right? And then we will like steam it for our bandmates as well. Yeah. Then they will be like, oh my god, filled with gratitude.
Because when we were traveling in China, guys, the 饭盒 that comes, right? We open it up. Okay, friends who have traveled to China, like I think Bear will understand also. You open the 饭盒, you're like, what is this suspicious looking piece of meat? You cannot identify it one. It's
Like
really
狮子头
odd.
like 狮子头
狮子头, okay,
the meatball.
狮子头 you go and search based on the origin. You know it's 狮子头. You know what it's made of. But sometimes you get a sausage or you get a piece of meat-like looking thing that is not red, not brown.
No lah,
It's
actually,
like pink.
Actually, I think when it comes to like the 饭盒 at the venue, right? I feel like the problem is they usually come too early. Yeah, the food will come at like say 3 o'clock.
Because it's such a big troop.
Because it's such a big troop, of course 他们也怕 delete， then 大家没有吃到东西不是死， so 早来好过晚来嘛，对不对？ So end up 有时候太早来 there was
还是
once
冷啦。
it came too long, came for too long already, and then end up like 有些 food 坏掉。
Oh.
Do you remember then 很多人 lost sight?
I mean, we were on tour for 3 years lah back then.
Yeah, a lot of
but-
stories lah.
But like the fun is
Yeah.
like every city is different ma, because the culture is different.
Yeah.
The kind of things that they can easily order in,
Yes.
cater is different.
Yeah.
So
So
the
I think
meat is
for
just-
us, we just wanted to be like
We wanted consistency also.
we wanted to be at our best 状态 at all times, right? So you don't know what's the food. Like if if you're a guitarist, maybe okay lah. It doesn't really affect your vocal ma. If it's oily or spicy or whatever. So we don't know what food is coming, and to protect our voice, I think it was just better for us to prepare our own food.
Yeah, and then consistency also because if you eat the same thing all the time and you know you have to be on stage for 3 hours and cannot go to the toilet, you know what to expect. So actually when I was
Yeah.
traveling, I avoid, everybody is going for mala hugo.
Oh no,
I don't eat
I
one.
also don't. Yeah,
I cannot
不敢
imagine 我肚子痛 on stage and then I
Yeah,
have to do my business in a trash bag.
yeah. We need to control the elements, factors as much as we can.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else about touring?
Oh,
Oh,
so fun.
yeah. But other things that we will prepare, like for example, like I try to be eco-friendly, right? Try to be like sustainability 这样啦. So, like for example, bedroom slippers, I would never use theirs. I will always bring my own like reusable ones. Then like towels, I will also bring my own. Yeah.
Actually, for towels, I have how to say? It depends hotel to hotel. Sometimes the general towel, right, bath towel is too big.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
too
just
small.
use the
Just
what's
use
that
the
normal towel? There's a face towel.
face towel lor.
And then there's the other one that is like people 用 for 运动 one, right? Yeah, I just use that one. That's good enough.
Yeah.
And I feel like it saves a lot of water, right? I'm sure.
But probably more, yeah, because
the
bigger
hotel
one
bath towel
more
is really big.
it takes more to wash it lah.
Yeah, sometimes I wipe my body. I'm like, what is bath towel is giving me biceps, man.
Yeah, and then
我拿起来这样抹我都觉得很重。
yeah, and also don't know clean or not lah.
Clean lah! Oh my god! Please lah! Don't paranoid!
No, because we watch a lot of this kind of video, right? Okay, for example,
Okay, Carrie is that kind who will go and watch
No.
this kind of video. Like my mother 看了 then 她就觉得 like 哦会不会干净
Yeah,
哦
no.
她就会 paranoid.
No, so kettle, right? Like there were like videos 在传讲说 there are like
People will wash
people
their
who wash their underwear in
underwear.
a kettle. So I remember I shared it on Facebook, and then right, a friend of mine who was an SQ air steward, he replied and said, yes, some of my colleagues do it. Then I'm like, no. So okay, every time we fly off, it's just for 4 days, right? But do you know how heavy our luggage is? Like 27 kg.
Hey, sorry, why would people want to wash their underwear in the kettle? I don't understand.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Like how poisonous is your bodily fluid?
Yeah, what's going on?
So anyway, yeah, so we bring like travel cooker, we bring kettle, we bring like coffee, 可以冲 coffee 的那些
Bring
东西
grinder.
Yeah, grinder. Oh, we brought grinder. So
Yeah.
then bring beans.
Yes.
We're always prepared one.
Carrie brings 1.5 liters of water from home because she
Yes.
believes in 水土不服.
Yes, I totally believe. Yeah, so I have those Tupperware bottle. I always fill up my water bottle and I bring it.
So I think it's just easier if she 别走远了，很麻烦。
Yeah, so actually being on tour as well, like it brings us to so many places. It gives us a lot of opportunity as well to do interesting stuff.
Interesting stuff.
Okay, like for example, when we went to the States, before going over to the States, like, 'cause 难得嘛，就去到美国嘛。
Oh, because
很多
we
人
were doing coast to coast or something, right? We did Las Vegas.
Yes.
And then after that, we were going. Why did we stay for so long? We were there for
a lot. No, we were there for 2 shows, and then after that, right, we all were given the option to stay behind to extend our trip. So we were all like sort of asking each other, like, "Hey, 你要不要 extend? 你要不要 extend?" And a lot of people wanted to extend, but you know, like there are so many people that you love and you are friends with, but you're like, oh my god, might not be able to travel together, right? So eventually, Nikki and Jimmy came to us. Like, kind of like, it sort of happened, right? I don't know who asked who.
I remember, I remember it was because when you want to extend in Megor, one very important thing is somebody needs to be able to drive.
Correct. And they can't drive. They both can't drive. So they sort of approached us and like, oh, shall the
要不要我们
4个 like go on a road trip lah?
Yeah.
And then like, and of course they are such workaholics and like productive people. They cannot 闲着 one. So they were like, okay, since we are going on this trip together, how about we pick one of your songs and we make an MV out of it?
Yeah, actually, they were the reason we had an MV.
Correct. They wanted to do
kickstarted
it. Yeah. And we were like, oh my god, that sounds great. Like, and they wanted to dance to the song. So we're like, okay, like you guys go and listen to our songs, all of our songs, and you see which one speaks like out to you. And obviously, and it was just serendipitous that they picked
别走远了.
Yeah, it just makes so much sense. Yeah.
Actually, it all just happened, you know. Right?
Very naturally.
There was nothing 刻意 about it.
Yeah.
It's not like it's not like we thought, hey, let's do an MV, then let's look for someone,
Yeah.
you know, and get them in. No, it's like organically they were like, okay, let's extend. You're also extending, and shall we
extend
Shall we be a group
together?
of 4?
Yeah. Correct. We were actually exploring like, 是不是要跟这个人还是跟那个人 or like who shall we travel with, right?
Yeah, and then we already locked down and we said, okay, we're gonna drive down like Arizona.
Yes. Yeah.
And then we're gonna do this. We're gonna
like
hit the
antelope. I know that I want to see Grand Canyon, and then later on we realized there's Antelope Canyon as well. And then we were just like, oh my god, do you want to do this?
Hit this place, hit that place.
Yeah.
Then they were like, hey, why don't we film something along the way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then they went and choreographed a dance.
Yes.
For 别走远
dance.
了, and then we had this idea for the MV, and then so just the 4 of us with one camera.
Yeah.
And we just filmed the freaking MV, and it's so nice.
So the 4 of us we rented a Kia SUV. I remember it's a Kia SUV. Okay, red color Kia SUV. Because at the end of it, Nikki at the end of our road trip was so dusty from the desert winds that Nikki 还可以用她的手指 to write knick-knack adventures.
Yeah.
On the windscreen one.
Yeah.
So the 4 of us, Jimmy, Nikki, me and you, right?
Yes.
Jimmy was the 导演. So 我们要分得很清楚.
Yeah.
Because we're traveling with people who are new. In a sense, we've known them for a long time.
Yes.
But we haven't really like shared itinerary, share food, share this, share that.
Yes.
All at the same time.
Yeah.
So I think what was good, I think the key to success here was right before we started the trip, we had some things ironed and gotten out of the way.
Yeah.
We're like, okay, Jimmy, 你是个导演. Like he has the vision for
the MV, right?
For the dance and the shots.
Yes.
Because we also would like to 导这种东西, but we're not dancers.
Yep.
We don't know what kind of shots would work for the kind of movements that they want to do.
Yes.
Right? Remember?
Yes, I remember.
So like you would produce and then like a bit co-direct.
Yeah.
But Jimmy is the main one.
No,
so we always show Jimmy
correct.
like that, Ken?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you were the DOP.
I was the DOP.
Yeah.
Yes.
Correct.
It was experimental because we started off. Now that I think about it, right, this is one MV that I feel we didn't really plan too much for.
We tried to actually as producer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to find like all these spots that we can pie at and blah blah blah. It was very difficult because a lot of these famous spots, right, like Grand Canyon or Antelope Canyon, you need permission to film. So we ended up just filming as and when.
Yes.
Like we are just along the road and we're like, oh my god, this spot is nice. Let's just do it here. And then we just pie.
If you guys watch the MV, there's one that we shot using a drone.
Yes.
It's an aerial shot.
Yes.
Okay, that was just a piece of desert land.
Which is the last scene.
Is the last scene?
It's the last scene. Yeah, and then you see
No,
our
no,
car.
no. That one is Route 66. The one I'm talking about, right, is the one when Nikki's on the roof of the Kia.
Oh, no, that's at the car park of Antelope
yes,
Canyon.
it is the car park. So it's just a flat piece of desert land.
Yes.
And then we just drove out there. Actually, you can still see the car park to where people enter to go to the lower Antelope, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And then we were just there shooting this with a drone. And the drone only has 20 minutes of battery.
Yeah. So they just have to nail it.
Yes. That was... But they nailed it.
They of course did.
Yeah,
Hello, they are so perfect. They every shot that they do, right, it's just like, okay, that's it. It's so good. And then they're like, no. It can be better. They are such perfectionists.
Yeah.
Oh, I love them.
They really nail it to the
Yeah.
second.
Yeah.
Like the timing, when
Yes.
do I get off the car and where do I catch you?
Yeah.
And all.
Yes.
It really is artistry.
Yes.
And we were very honored and blessed to be able to witness it.
Yes. And in some spots, right, there were like audience.
Oh yes.
People would gather and watch, and then they would like clap because it's just so amazing.
Please watch the MV. It's so nice.
Yeah.
And I had to drive very, very fast. And Carrie had to wake up very early.
Oh my God, yes.
Every morning she was like nervous.
Yeah,
Usually she can take her time, but she's a bit scared of Jimmy. Carrie is scared of Jimmy. That was great. It was
No,
so
it's
funny.
respecting my travel mates.
Yeah, but what she
Because they start early.
But what she didn't know was that if we're going to start at 9, right, we would all three of us would agree that we would tell Carrie 8:30.
And then I'll be there at 8:40 though.
Yeah.
And they would be there. They would be at the lobby already.
Yes.
I'll be like, oh my God, they're at the lobby still. Like I just can't catch up.
Now that we're talking about this, I'm realizing how many memories were packed into this song and this MV because
Yeah.
we skidded off the road twice. Do you
Oh my
remember?
God,
It was
yes.
freak weather.
It was
there were
weather
icy roads.
that Grand Canyon suddenly snowed. And the road was icy and like, wow, 我怕嘞, 我不敢驾嘞. I rather 你驾.
When we first got to the very first night, first Airbnb, first
Yep.
hotel, first motel,
Yep.
we almost missed the turn and
Yes.
I had to
You had
紧急刹车.
you had to suddenly turn left.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
the car skidded. And if
On
I
ice, yeah.
if I was going any faster,
We would have gone.
crashed off the bridge.
Yeah, it was like a overhead bridge with a left turn, right?
Yeah.
Then there was like a road divider. No, like a railing. There was like a railing on the bridge, right? And we stopped right at the railing.
Yeah.
Wow,
That was like my life in slow-mo. So this was the first skidding experience
Yeah.
for me. And all I remember until now, right, is Carrie beside me saying,
break.
brake. So you imagine the car is going in slow-mo, right? It's like, I'm already braking. That's why we're skidding. So the car is going like this. And she's going, brake. The railing is here. Brake. Stop already, right? I turn to her. I say,
What do you think I was doing?
Very humbly, right? Because actually 我们里面都是吓死的.
Yeah.
Jimmy and Nikki, they were just like, they
What?
said they
They
didn't
are-
dare to say anything. They just,
They are really great travel mates. they just trust. I love that. Like Jimmy is like, there's nothing I can do. I can only trust you to settle this.
yeah. So that was the first one.
Yeah.
Break.
Yeah.
The second time it happened, this was even worse because we were on an expressway. Do you remember? It was very dark.
It wasn't an expressway. It was kind of like their highway. It was
Yeah.
like those one way. No, it was 2-way, 1-lane kind of road. Yeah.
So it's the kind where you imagine there will be the big tractors that will come because they are
At you.
freight tractors. They're the
Yeah.
ones who are like dropping things off in the different towns.
yeah.
And it was late at night.
Yep. It was dark.
And just it,
There
it
was, and there
happened-
was
no
no
car.
路灯 one.
Oh, no 路灯,
no
yeah.
路灯 one.
you wouldn't have imagined you wouldn't be able to predict when it would happen.
Because
it just happened.
Because there's no 路灯. All you can see is what your headlight can show you, right? So sometimes like you will miss that piece of ice.
And apparently later on
Yeah.
when I Googled, it was like black ice.
Black ice.
right?
Yes. You have to 真的看找那个
So the
black ice.
the car's first front two wheels are the ones that are powering the car, right?
Yeah.
So one of the wheels hit black ice, meaning only one side of your car has
Yeah.
friction. So what happened is that your car is going forward at a very pretty high speed because we're on a highway, remember?
Yeah.
And then one of the wheels hit black ice, and this wheel is powering you left,
Yeah.
and this wheel is just
The
skidding.
right wheel is just
So the first skid is like
no, the moment you skid, right, you will definitely some brake on. And when you sunbreak and you're on ice, right, you will just turn around.
So it's like this, no? It's like the car is just moving sideways.
yeah,
It's moving sideways.
I remember we were going zigzag.
Yeah. So because I was very slowly like trying to stay on the path. Basically, I was initial D lah.
Yeah,
But
it was really
on a straight path. I was
Yeah.
skidding. I was going.
For
Right?
those who are listening on the podcast, please come to our YouTube to
Please,
see
yeah,
this
please,
visual.
please come and see my hand move. But the second time we were skidding, because the first time Carrie kept saying brake, 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 right? But then she realized shouting brake doesn't help the car to brake. So this time round,
No, because 我已经被他骂了嘛. So this time 我不敢讲 break 了. I can only pray to Jesus.
I tell you, this he's so funny. Because this time round, it lasted for quite a while. We were skidding for maybe a minute.
Yeah.
Before we
really,
finally
很恐怖.
came to
We
a
were
rest.
going to the right and going to the left and going to the right. And whenever we go to the right, we are on
You
the
can fall
other
off.
lane.
Yeah.
We are on the other lane already.
And then the other one is
sorry.
falling off the
When we are
road.
going off to the left side, we are actually in the opposite lane already.
Mm.
So, but luckily there was no car coming at us.
Yeah.
But we can see a car coming towards us. And we're like, oh my God, we gotta straighten up, man.
You lah, that's your thought process. Because all I can hear Carrie at the side is she was praying in tongues. And saying, please, please, Jesus, please, please, please.
Jesus, please, 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 Jesus, 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 please, please, please. What can I do? There's nothing I can do.
I'm like recalling this.
Oh
I
my
really think it's
God.
damn funny because while I am trying to control the car and preserve our lives, 我又很想笑. There was something funny about it. It's like black humor.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Almost died twice, yeah.
It's almost like I knew we should be okay,
yeah.
but I'm not sure yet.
yeah.
But while I'm trying to get to the point where yes, we are okay, this is hilarious. Because I can tell that
keep your
Carrie
spirits
wants to
up, right?
scream. Carrie would really like to scream right now, like macam on
Like,
roller coaster. But she's worried that if she screams and she affects the driver, she will really die.
Yeah, so that's why I'm just like, Jesus, help. Oh my God, so many funny stories.
Yes, so we survived to tell the tale and we survived to bring you 别走远了 MV. Please watch it. 我们是用生命来换回来的一个 MV.
Yeah lah, even the drone shot also, remember? Like we had to, like we wanted to do this drone shot of like the car traveling. But obviously it's like, you don't know where you can stop or whatever, right? So anyway, like we were going to this Route 66. And then this Cynthia, like we followed the Google map, right? And then like she was the one driving. And then we went into this road. That's it. Do not enter. Then I was like, but she's like, but the Google map tell me to enter.
No.
ma."
I think it says something like road ends here. Something like
Yeah,
that.
road ends here.
Road
but
ends
then,
here.
Yeah, but the map, the GPS was still showing us to go down the road. And then like the road looks fine. And then later on there were like trucks that went into the road.
Yeah.
Then we were like, then Tia insisted that can. You see the truck also go in, then she wanted to go down the road.
You know, I thought like America very free as a country.
Yeah, you can be anything that you want to be.
Yeah.
And you can be the driver that goes down the road that ends there. Yes. So we went
in,
We went in. And then we realized that it's really a road that is under repair.
Yes.
There were like parts where it's like cracked up and stuff like that. So I think
Potholes and all.
potholes and all. So I think they sort of block off that road so that they can do repair, right? But then we actually saw it as an opportunity to do our drone shot.
So the final shot in MV was on that road.
Yes, and it's beautiful leh.
Yeah.
真的是 anything can happen one leh. So when we did that drone shot, then just nice there's a freight train track that's right next to us. So then we started doing the drone shot and waiting for like the freight train to pass, right? And like as we are doing this, right, there are like the freight trucks who will go past us and be like, why are you on this road?
That was after we got the shot. We cut it before that.
I think it was
right?
before and after. Then we damn free, right? Then we like, so 爽，没有车的这个路。Then we started to 躺在地上 and
我们还拍了一个 shot.
我们还拍了 Route 66 on the floor and all
Because
that.
Route 66 is really, really
Significant.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a song about it.
Yes, I know, but it was just like, oh my God. But the Singaporean in me is just like, oh my God, we're doing something wrong.
Yeah, no, the Singaporean her. He still holds a Malaysian passport.
But I'm more Singaporean. I really very 怕 leh. I was like, 我奉公守法的 leh.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really beautiful.
Please be law-abiding citizens.
Says Tia.
Yes, I have learned from my mistakes. I am a changed woman.
Okay.
But this 别走远了 MV, this trip in Arizona was also where I got my most expensive speeding ticket.
Yes, because
cost
she's
me-
not a law-abiding citizen.
I had no idea I was way past the speed limit because their speedometer is in miles.
It was at 80 miles.
I'm like, I don't know how to convert. What's 80 miles in kilometers per hour?
I think it's 120.
I don't know, but my speeding ticket, guys, was 460 Sing dollars. So I will be a law-abiding citizen.
Yeah, it's 128 km per hour.
It didn't feel like it. We had luggage and we had 4 people. Jimmy is really buff.
Anyway, yeah, just to wrap this up, you know, like, we wanted to share about our tour life and how fun it was.
Yeah, and now we're going to embark on another journey, which is the JJ20 journey.
Yes.
We don't know where it will bring us.
Yeah, I'm wearing the JJ20's jacket. You know, like, 我们的衣服要 relevant ma. Just like, Harley, we were wearing the vest from our MV, right?
Okay.
Yeah, so 别走远了 then I thought, hey, I should wear my concert jacket.
I see. I always rewear my clothes, so
nice.
I'm always relevant. So we're going to embark on this JJ20 journey. And now
Yes.
that we are recalling all these things that we did,
All these
actually,
beautiful
我觉得我忘
memories.
了嘞
Yeah.
until 现在讲了，我觉得那个火又燃起来了。
Yeah, like you saw after party, like the stuff that we share.
Yes.
With our dancer friends.
So
And,
now,
like, it's really just beautiful memories, like all the late night conversations, like 真的是 and it's deep conversation. Like we would have heart to heart conversations. You know, so I think let's look forward to this JJ20 concert tour, and hopefully this time we will do more vlogs. We'll share more with you. You know?
so many things to do, tired leh.
Okay, we gotta go. Bye.
Open mind. See you at the next episode.
I'm coming home, I'm coming home，再给我一个冬天。Already home, already home，我的心从没离开。I'm coming home, I'm coming home，在一个季节转变，还需要一些时间。当风吹起，回到你身边。I'm coming home, I'm coming home，再给我一个夏天。Already home, already home，我的心从没离开。I'm coming home, I'm coming home，在一个季节转变，还需要一些时间。当夜落下，回到你身边，还需要一些时间。当风吹起，别走远了，小时候常听到的一句话，叮咛着呼唤着我该回家，家是有你的地方。